Hello, my most amazing artists. Today we are going to experiment with Sharpies. I have an extra messy mat here because I'm going to put it in between. You don't need to. I'm just using my big one in case I make a mess. So I put my messy mat in between my paper and another page so that it's not making a mess. You should be on your experiment page, and we are drawing. So circle, drawing. Now, in here, we're going to experiment with Sharpies. Sharpies are a brand of markers that work very well. And we're going to use fine point markers and ultra fine point markers. And then the difference between the two? What is the difference? Let's find out. Fine point markers have the tip like this. Ultra fine point markers have the tip like this. So do you see the difference between the two? Ultra fine, fine. Also notice when Miss Miller is using these that she has her lid on the other end so she doesn't lose it. When I am done using it, I'll put the lid back on. Is that shut? No, I gotta click it shut, all the way shut. So let's do this one too. Click it shut or twist it shut. So there's no gap in between. Some markers clip, some don't. But if you see a gap like that, that means it's not shut and you need to shut it all the way. If I am working in a large area, do you think it's a good idea for me to use my ultra fine point to color this in? Or do you think it's a better idea for me to use my fine point? See how much quicker I can color with that. So be aware of when you're coloring these in, of what tool works much better. Now we're gonna also talk about patterns. Patterns are repeating shapes, lines, or designs. So I want you to practice making patterns on here. So since Miss Miller already drew this, how can I make this into a pattern? Let's figure it out. Maybe I want to use an ultra fine point, then this would be a good idea to outline too. Some small details. Patterns also don't need to be repeating in the same way. So I can just do a bunch of circles randomly repeating because it's still repeating, it's still a pattern. But now it's a random pattern. Now I have this whole page filled with experimentations of various different patterns. It looks pretty cool. I'm gonna flip it over. And as you can see, that's why I had my mat in between, and you can see it's all on here. That's okay. If that bothers you, you may turn to another page to your create and plan. But what I'm going to do here is plan and create a different idea using patterns. So what type of drawing could I use with patterns? This bothers me, so I'm gonna turn to another empty page. Okay, let's say I like this idea. Miss Miller still would probably need to do some brainstorming. What I would do then, since this is my sketch or my plan, I'd get my final copy, write my name and class code on here, and draw this again. But I drew this really small, so I think on my final copy, I'll turn my paper so it is now landscape way, which is the long way, not the tall way. That's portrait. This is landscape, and I'm gonna draw it longer this way. Have fun, my most amazing artists.